MorristownGreen.com.
I built this office. I was instrumental in getting this office, but you're standing here right now. There's no more lock boxes. You talked about lock boxes that you could move from Mars Street down here. There's no space for parking, let alone lock boxes. People today are aging because of the medical technology. They can't drive anymore. As you see, myself, who can't drive. We have to get transportation or we have to walk. And the Mars Street office, outside of my home, when one reporter asked me, what's the most beautiful building in Morristown? I said, my home. My home is gorgeous. Outside of that is that potpourri of architecture, the Mars Street office. We used that as a, excuse me, as a civil service examining room. We used it for the military, the Army, the Navy, the Marine Corps, the Coast Guard, recruiters. It's not being utilized up there. That's dead space right in the center of town, looking across at that beautiful monument in the park. It's a disgrace. It's taking the heart right out of Morristown, that Mars Street office. We had philately, a philatelic window. We had the first day issue, and I fought for 2 years to get the seeing eye stamp issued out of Morristown, New Jersey. When we brought the governor, and Peter Frelinghuysen got me good to his father, Rodney's father, Peter. And young Peter was only a little bit of a kid, you know me, when he came. I've had Millicent Fenwick there in my office. And why we started to have congressional people there, Peter called me up one day, the congressman, and said, Bobby, can we sit down and have lunch? And I said, sure, Pete. And we went up to Washington Street in a little restaurant. See, a lot of these postmasters don't know Morristown. They don't live here. They weren't born. I've been 86 years in this town. I know the town. You take that Mars Street office without realizing the tremendous traffic pattern coming down here and trying to cross, the tremendous negating of parking. There's no parking here. You can't park where these people are leasing down the street here. They used to come up here and raise the devil. When I left here in 1988, they've had 22 postmasters since I took over. I was there for 30 years. I built the one down in Convent. There was a little office there on the right-hand side before you crossed the tracks over to St. Elizabeth. And they used to have what they call a catcher pouch. And they used to swing, the trains used to swing and grab the pouch with the mail. That's how we used to transport the mail in those days. There are so many things that are good. What are you going to do about the Hall of Fame? What were you thinking about?
I know it is there, and with me and Mr. Bazile, Postmaster Bazile, were discussing.
I asked, didn't I call you and ask you?
And no determination has been made at all. We're in the study phases.
Get me in on it. I'll make a determination. You know, we drag our feet a long time on a lot of these things. We really do. You know, do you know that commercial, the business, the residential section of Morristown, the county seat, the capital, the military capital of the revolution, is growing because of men like Mayor Doherty and our councilwoman here. It's growing. in leaps and bounds. Did you ever sit there with a counter and count the amount of people that come in and out of that office to do postal business? There's a whole upstairs you can use. There's the whole cellar. It's not being used. A little storage. A little. Am I right or am I wrong?
Oh, you're correct.
Am I?
Plenty of room there.
Plenty of room. There's plenty of room. You can start leasing some of that.
Yeah.
But you start thinking. Don't come into a town where you really don't know. I know this town. I played ball here, football, baseball, basketball, in the Hall of Fame. Went for 2 wars and came back and still serving my community. And I'm serving it now. Don't take the heart out of Morristown and rip that Morris Street post office out of there.
Here, here.
Thank you.